Warning. The show you're about to see contains material unsuitable for children and questionable among most adults. Viewer discretion is advised.
Does it work? Hello. My name is John Gentle. Thanks for joining us. I don't know if you're familiar with me, but if not, I'll tell you a few things about myself and a few things about what you're watching right now. This is the special without Brett Davis. I am not Brett Davis. I'm John Gentle. I am a walker, a candle enthusiast, an adjunct poetry professor at several liberal arts colleges all across the tri-state area, formerly. And I'm also a poet. And right now, tonight, I'm the fill-in host for Brett Davis, who doesn't appear much because I think he's dead. But you know what else is dead? My social life. But I like coming out here and meeting the young folk like you, and I have a lot of fun being here. I've got a lot of creative energy flowing, and that is what gets me to put pen to paper. And I'd like to debut a new poem for you. It's not quite inspired by my own life, but it's inspired by somebody that's in my life. It's a friend. It's about a friend. It's called The Friend in My Mind. The friend in my mind always sits by their phone. They're always around when I'm feeling alone. The friend in my mind I consider my best. Down to eat hummus while we watch PBS. The friend in my mind gets me out of the bed. We'll go see vocal jazz and paint the town red. Feeling less weird drinking twice as much booze. The friend in my mind has no time for taboos. And if I'm really feeling like life's in the pits, the friend in my mind, well, we have benefits. The friend in my mind knows that it's just play when I put on silk stockings and a pink bustier. The friend in my mind beats time with the fellas, and they've no other friends, so I don't get jealous. The friend in my mind, she takes care of me, everything I've wanted a mother to be. The friend in my mind has enemies too. I'll strangle them all, I care not who. His neck in my hands as I'll watch him die. He'll say, I have a family. I'll say, that's why. I may feel regret for being unkind, but then I'll remember the favor for the friend in my mind. When times are dark and I'm feeling on edge, the friend in my mind talks me down from the ledge. The friend in my mind is as great as can be. The friend in my mind I like more than me. Thank you. Thank you. It's like a babbling brook of appreciation. Well, that was your monologue, your comedic monologue for the night. This is a talk show, and that means that we've got talk show guests. Tonight we got Brett Gelman on. Started a new film, Lemon. We've also got music from Weeping Icon. And if you want to be part of the show, it's interactive. At any point, I could just grab somebody in the audience, and then you're part of the show. Isn't it correct? Wasn't it wild? Well, for a safer bet, you could just call this number 212-757-1393, and you could talk to us if you want to interact with us online. Do #, the special without, and that'll keep the conversation going. And I think it's time for everyone's favorite part of the special. It's the joke of the week. That being said, the joke of the week is postponed this week.
Wait! Postponed?
Misty Jokes is actually out filming a Hollywood movie.
He went Hollywood without me?
I'm sorry, there's no joke of the week, I'm sorry.
He loves this crowd.
I don't know him well enough.
Fuck you. Fuck.
Karma. That's what I get. That's what I get. Well, I guess I'll just walk to the desk in silence. You'd think there'd be a music cue or something there. But no, just silence. Nobody screwed up. Everything's correct. Well, I'd like to introduce everybody to my best friend in the whole wide world, Mr. Arthur Palace.
We're not really friends, John.
And you're my co-host for this evening.
Well, we were former co-workers until you were disbarred from teaching, which I didn't even know was a thing.
And we're still talking, so that makes you my friend.
I answer your de facto friend, I guess.
Well, you know, the de facto still counts.
You know, I can't believe they're still taping these. You think they'd get a real host?
Well, I think I'm doing a fine enough job. Do you people think I'm doing a fine enough job?
That's not helping.
Tepid, I did introduce someone that wasn't here, and I started with a sad poem, and I walked to my desk in silence, so I guess...
That's about par for the course these days, John. It's no secret that, as of late, your behavior, even for you, has become particularly unhinged. There was the incident at the book signing with former NPR host Diane Rehm, where you grabbed her hand and you refused to let go.
Well,
John,
when we're talking about physician-assisted suicide, people get excited, and I can't help myself.
John, you broke her brittle little wrist. She can't pet her cats anymore. She loved them.
In fairness, she already had a cast on.
John, not only that, then your lack of hygiene is proven to be the primary cause for an E. coli outbreak at St. Barnabas Children's Hospital. You don't even have kids. What were you doing there?
Well, first, the E. coli wasn't from me. It was because I was taking a glass blowing class with a vagrant named Marcel, who is another one of my friends.
Why are you hanging out with vagrants? Speaking of vagrancy, what about when I get a call at 10 o'clock in the morning that you're in jail? You've been arrested for vagrancy. For some reason, you were sleeping underneath the Wall Street Bull.
Well, I've been taking heroin.
Oh,
so
great. Well, that too.
Yeah.
John.
You got me on that one.
You have lost your grip on reality. These episodes you've been having, these breakdowns, we're concerned. I'm not even your friend, and I feel
You're my friend.
Well, I feel sorry for you, but I also feel kind of scared of you. Scared of what you'll do to yourself, your family. Oh, you don't even have a family. My family, your community. John, I'm not here to be your co-host on this rinky-dink TV show. I'm here to ask you, you need help, John. You need medical help. Yeah.
No, it's just a bump in the road.
It's not a bump in the road. It's a 10-car pileup and everyone's on fire.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, listen. I took the liberty to reach out to an old college buddy, Dr. Aldine Ravensworth, who's working on an experimental psychiatric therapy. He has, it's a combination of cognitive regeneration and it involves all kinds of experimental techniques that are not, that I think you would be good for. I mean, you're an eccentric guy, you know, and you need medical help, John. You need all the help you can get.
I think I just need a walk at High Point State Park in beautiful New Jersey.
You need to go in the woods and get lost and sleep in a cave. John, where are you going to end up?
That's bad. That sounds like bad advice.
No, it's not bad advice. It's not just saying what could happen to you. You've lost you're shooting heroin?
If that shooting it is taking it orally.
You're eating heroin?
Well, like I said, I made a friend with a vagrant named Marcel. And that also explains why I've been at the children's hospital. He has a hookup. Kids.
Wait, you go to children's hospitals to steal pharmaceuticals and you don't wash yourself and that led to them getting E. coli?
Yeah.
John, they had to, I mean, the janitorial staff, I can't even, I don't know. John, you need help. You gotta ask yourself, man, is this any way to live? You know? Yeah, you're a weird guy. You've had horrible relationships with women, improper conduct with students. You write these horrifying poems. John, look at me. Look at me. You need help, bud. You need help.
I think I have all the help I need.
John, I promise Barbara I'll reach out to you. I promise that.
Everybody's got an opinion. I mean, I don't have an explanation, so I can't really say much about it. But I know what I'm thankful for. And it's friends like you.
Are you also thankful for the color blue?
Well, I never really thought of it that way, but I suppose I am.
Blue is thankful for you. I talked with her the other day.
You always put things so poetically.
Oh, thank you. Blue is asking me if I could give you some extra strings tonight.
Well, sure, yeah.
All right. I'll send her a card. John, it's great being your friend.
It's great being your friend. I don't think I've ever had a friendship quite like this.
No one has. Not today. A Wednesday they did. Last Wednesday. There's this woman named Archibald. She was from Sausalito.
Sausalito.
And she had a friend like that.
Where did you come from?
Well, John, I'm from the Marillion Galaxy, you know that. I'm 500 million years old.
And someone with so much life experience and seen new worlds and every beauty the eye could ever see and the mind could ever imagine. Why would you be hanging out with a sad sap like me?
Well, John, I'll tell you why. Because I noticed you a few years ago when I was giving a talk at Hunter College. A lot of the students, they weren't paying attention. And you weren't there. But later that day, I just thought of you. I know that doesn't make any sense, but that's not something you care about very much, is it? Sense.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd tell you that. I don't actually know. I just made that up.
You're so funny.
No, you're very funny too, John.
No one's ever said that to me.
Well, they're just not paying attention.
They've said you walk funny, said you smell funny. They say they got a funny feeling, but I think they mean it negatively.
Well, do you think that people are not really understanding you?
Well,
They're giving you short shrift.
what if I'm just not worth figuring out?
Well, it doesn't really matter. You'll be dead within the next 100 years.
How do you know that? How do you know I'm not like you?
Well, odds are humans don't live very long, comparatively. I've been around for 500 million years, and you'll be around for 90. 92. You're going to die at 92 years old. I don't actually know that.
What's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life?
A cat. A cat. It was made out of windows.
Like a stained glass?
A stained glass cat.
Nice.
It was named Jennifer. And she was hilarious. She's dead. She was shattered.
Sometimes I wish I could shatter.
No, you don't. You just say that because you haven't been shattered. It's a horrible experience. I haven't either, but I've heard about it.
Thanks for this talk, Claywoman.
Well, thanks for having me. But you'll,
John. What the fuck? Pardon my language. John, where'd you go? You just got this like the color from your face disappeared. You're sick. You're sick. I mean, I'm not a, I'm an English literature guy, not a medical guy, but you need help. I'm gonna call the doctor. We're gonna get the doctor here, okay? All right. Let me just get this. I'm gonna take the call. This isn't on the air.
It is on the air. And we actually have a very special guest here on the special. He is the star of the new film Lemon, and you've seen him in hundreds of comedy things. Please give it up for Brett Gelman.
John.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's great to see you.
It's great to see you.
Great to meet you.
You look really sharp.
Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Your
I
whole
try.
thing is that you're very colorful. My thing is I'm very drab.
Right. Well, I live in Los Angeles now. You can be colorful all year.
I've never left.
You can wear bright clothing and not worry about it getting dirty.
Never left the tri-state area.
You haven't.
No.
You should try that, maybe. No.
What do you prefer, the West Coast or the East Coast?
I like them both, but
Yeah.
I prefer to live on the West Coast now since I live there, and that's what I should tell myself, right? Yeah, no,
Well, you're
I do.
certainly
I like it.
getting your helping of East Coast, because I'm kind of, that's like my deal. You know?
Right, no, you're very East Coast.
Yeah.
You're very East Coast.
Yeah.
No, you scream it. You
Yeah.
scream it.
I'd say it's more of a whimper, but oh well.
Yeah. I scream both, I think, and that's, you know, I'd like to represent both coasts. I like it. I like them both. I don't mean to be non-committal, but you know, I think that's maybe an important thing to be in this day and age, don't you?
Well, I'm never one for commitments. Usually people are breaking them on me, so.
My meaning is that everybody is always, you know, like, taking a side without really thinking about the side they're actually taking a lot of the time. Having an opinion without really thinking it through.
What sparks this thought in your mind? Is it something going on in your life, or maybe in culture?
Yeah, I think it's very much in culture right now. Yeah, don't you? Don't you?
I don't really keep track of popular culture, if you can't
Well, not
tell by
even
my
not
whole thing.
necessarily popular culture. You know, politics, right?
Politics, yeah.
A lot of shit being thrown out there without really thinking it through, right?
This is true. This is true.
On the right side I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
I think everybody got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even on the left a little bit.
On the
right?
little bit. Everybody's guilty a little bit.
I don't know. It's like you repost an article, you think you're really doing something, you're not really doing anything.
Like on a bulletin board?
Well, that's what social media is, right? It's a big bulletin board, wouldn't you say?
I
Let's
wouldn't
not
know.
get too into it. You know what I'm talking about, John.
My social media is those poems that they hang on the subway.
That's so great. That
Yeah.
is really great.
So you're
What's
a
your-
movie star now.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm glad you think that.
You got this new film, Lemon.
Yeah.
You made it with your lovely wife.
Yes, she made it and I acted in it. We wrote it together, but it was very much made by her, I would say.
Now, how does that affect? Because I've never been married, and how does that affect day-to-day life when you're working on this big project together?
Well, I think we went into it with an agreement. I mean, if you ever met my wife, you would know that she's not one to be taking orders from anyone. So you know, and she has a very specific vision, John. And so it was her idea. I was very much along for the ride. I was more of like a sounding board a lot of the time. But you know, it's not like there's not me in the writing of the movie. But everything else, I had no say in whatsoever.
Now, is this your first collaboration, or has it mostly been like, what are we gonna get for dinner, honey? As I imagine married people say to each other.
Yeah. What are we gonna get for dinner, honey, is one of our most well-known collaborations. That's said by me. And then she says, why don't you make a decision, you worthless piece of shit?
Been there.
Be a man. No. Her first short, I was in her first few short films. But I only acted in those, and then I helped produce them. But and I don't mean only, like, I think of acting as a very superior art form, John. And then we have pitch shows and things like that. But, you know, can't really get into that. It's not very real yet, but hopefully becomes more real, you know?
Well, sometimes the things that aren't real are the best things in life.
What do you mean? I mean, I think I know what you mean, but what
In
do you
your
mean?
new film,
Explain.
you play a sort of like a really self-involved, delusional, socially awkward guy who has, urinary tract problems.
Maybe. I wouldn't say that he has urinary tract problems.
Okay. Incontinence.
But I guess I mean, you know,
I have urine. Well, I was kind of saying it describes me
you
to a
piss your
T.
pants a lot?
You don't have to spell it out like that, but yes, I do.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's nothing to be ashamed of.
Right. You made a movie about it.
It's not. No, it's not. It's not problems with incontinence. No, I wouldn't classify it as that. incontinence has very little to do with the film.
How much of you is in this character?
How much of me?
Yes.
So much of me is in every single character I play, John. No, I'd say it's very much inspired by both Janixa, that's the director's name, Janixa Bravo, and my own dread of failure and never becoming what we wanted to be and never having the tools to become that. Something I imagine you could relate to, right?
I mean, I had a dread of failure once because I failed to wash my hair for a few months. And I got a weird dread in it.
And you called that the dread of failure. Yeah.
But
Well, I'd say I wouldn't call that a failure. I'd say you made the most out of that situation.
That's right. And now I use now I get that bar in there every morning.
A bar?
Yeah.
You wash your hair with a bar of soap? It's drying, right? Wouldn't that dry it out?
I don't know. Does it look dry?
I don't want to, I mean, maybe
You were
little,
talking about
maybe
your
a little, John.
characters.
Yeah.
You've made so many characters.
Yes.
Cracked Out.
So many. Oh, Cracked Out.
A little rappers duo.
Yeah, that was racist. I think that was racist. Looking back, that was racist. We didn't mean to be, we were just clueless. We thought like we were commenting on white rappers, but it was, once enough people of color say that you're racist when you're doing that, I mean, I think you have to take their word for it. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, I love hip hop. It wasn't making fun of it or anything like that. But I don't know, probably shouldn't have been wearing do-rags.
Yeah.
It's not a good idea.
I wouldn't know anything about having a history of being a white rapper either. So, and then another.
No, you wouldn't.
Another former project
Yeah.
was called 1,000 Cats.
Ah, yes. Now that I'm proud of.
That was really beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
If you could give a real quick summary
It was a
of this.
metaphor for spiritual evolution.
Mm-hmm. I thought you just sang
of humanity, and instead of humans representing humans, I made the human beings cats.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it was a guy playing all of that. I mean, it's really about a guy.
1,000 cats.
1,000 cats.
I think that's the real key to it.
Yeah. I mean, I was in a unitard and cat ears and played all these different cats. And, yeah, I mean, and the character's basically, like, lost his mind.
And, Cats is back on Broadway.
Is it? Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I do know that. Yeah. Yeah. Good for Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Right?
God, I was worried about him.
Remember those old commercials that they play on WPIX where it'd just be like, cats,
Yeah, I do.
cats.
Yeah.
Would you bring back 1,000 cats for maybe a one-time thing?
Oh my God, I don't know. That's that's very much in the past. Maybe I'll do it like unplugged.
All right, the floor is yours.
I'll dress like Kurt Cobain. I don't remember it all right now. I have to memorize a lot of things, John.
Speaking of memorizing things,
Yeah.
you must have had to memorize your lines, or maybe you didn't, in your recent appearance on Twin Peaks.
Oh! Thank you. Yeah, I did have to memorize my lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I mean, he could be improvisational.
Yeah.
He could be like, just wing it, David Lynch. Just wing it.
That doesn't
could.
make any sense to me. What's he like?
He's a very nice man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he creates a very positive environment.
Does it feel as weird as it seems when you're watching it?
I mean, like off camera or while you're doing it?
Like while you're doing it.
While
yeah.
you're doing it, I mean, it feels like that's part of your. I don't know if that's just happening or if it's my subconscious as like being a huge fan of his that I start and that the actors start to imbue it with his energy and with like that dreamlike energy. But I feel like he's doing it. Mm-hmm. Like he says action and somehow magically you are suddenly in his dream. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just thinking.
Jealous?
No. In fact, it's
You shouldn't be. Don't be jealous of me. What?
It's a real problem of mine with the dreamlike thing. We got a call. We got Bobby from Cali. You're on with John Gentle and Brett Gelman.
Hello.
Hi, Bobby. How you doing?
Hello, Brett. How are you, baby?
I'm pretty good, Bobby. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Oh, great.
I'm Mr. Wonderful.
You're Mr. Wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I've been eating baklava all night, and I'm so hyped up on sugar.
Bobby, what's your point?
I'm wondering, what do you want to talk about?
Well, that's wrong. Hang up. We got Franco from Queens on line 4.
Hey, how you doing, Brett? So I got a question. You got a very bright shirt on. Kind of reminds me of like a wrestling manager. I'm just curious, what kind of gimmick would you have?
Oh my God! You know what? I like for a certain amount of time I wanted to be a wrestling manager. I think one of my favorite actors of all time is Captain Lou Albano.
Oh yeah.
Remember Wise Guys? Anybody ever see Wise Guys? My gimmick would be I don't know. I always pictured myself as looking like one of the what was the second? One of the like Road Warrior Mohawk guys, or like Beyond Thunderdome guys. Yeah, that would be my gimmick, and I'd have like a really raspy, aggressive voice. I'd be really angry. I would definitely be a villain. I would not be a good guy.
If you like wrestling managers and raspy Road Warrior characters, you're on the right show.
I mean, that's not a surprise. You telling me that. But yeah, no, I think that would be the thing. And watch Wise Guys with Danny DeVito and Joe Piscopo and Captain Lou Albano, directed by Brian De Palma. Are you aware of this film, John?
I have not. No, I'm aware of Brian De Palma a little
Not
bit.
many people are. Not many people are aware of Wise Guys.
You know, there's a girl that works on the show. Her name is Beatrice, and her dad's on line 3.
Oh.
Hi, Beatrice's dad. Hey, Beatrice's dad, you're on this special. He doesn't know how to use a phone. Neither do I. All right, we got on line 1. Hello?
It sounds like weird giggling, very spooky giggling on the other end.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's up? I love this call.
This is not Beatrice's dad. This is Mr. Jokes.
It's me, Mr. Jokes. What's up? Special without Brett Gelman. How you folks doing tonight?
I'm great, Mr. Jokes. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm actually on the set. I'm not supposed to say this too loud, but I'm on the set of the new Adam Sandler, Chris Rock film for Netflix. That's why I can't make it. It's actually directed by Robert Smigel, and production is heavily delayed because after each shot, he keeps going.
We have to hang up on you, Mr. Jokes. Line 2, who do we have?
Wait, what
Ignore
was
it.
that?
Move on.
What was
Move
that?
on. Move on.
What was that? Why were you upset? Why are you upset,
Everybody's
Mr. Jokes?
upset.
Because it's like a thing? He always is calling from the Adam Sandler set?
No, but it's a long story.
All right, I want to hear it. Email me, baby. Email me the story. Does it have anything to do with me?
I don't think it has anything to do with you.
I'm a
Unless you're involved in
narcissist.
the new Adam Sandler picture.
No, I'm not.
All right.
Chris Rock's in it?
Beats me. Mr. Jokes, call back.
Okay.
Who do we have in line 2? No one. Great.
Arthur from Teterboro.
Arthur
No?
from Teterboro. You're on the special.
John, this is Arthur.
Okay.
John, I need to get a little information from you, John. You don't have health insurance, do you?
Nope. Never did.
No.
This is my friend Arthur.
What?
He was
Yeah.
just here. He ran out.
Who's there? Wait, John, who's there?
It's my friend Brett.
The host of the special?
No, a different Brett.
Oh, figures. John, you don't have any allergies, do you?
No.
Just a light heroin addiction. Okay, well we'll be back soon. So hang tight, bud. Okay, bye.
Wait, was that Arthur Palace?
That was Arthur Palace.
Oh, but
yeah.
he's also known as Arthur from Teterboro.
Yeah, I guess he lives in Teterboro.
Right, no,
I
that
don't know if our
makes
call
sense.
screener knows who Arthur Palace is, but
Oh, okay.
I have a really fun question for you. How do you get your ideas?
How do I get my ideas? Well, I don't know. That's It's a hard question to answer, to be honest. I guess I might just be, I might just be watching something on television, or I might just see an interaction between two people, or I might remember something from my childhood, and then all of a sudden that starts to generate a seed. And then I take that seed and then I try to blow that out, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It almost feels like I'm a conduit sometimes, something greater than myself. I'm sort of channeling these ideas to just pass through me. It's almost like they take out a life of their own. And I know that happens.
Hi, Claywoman. I just get so nervous in social interactions, aside from the ones that I have with you.
No, it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
I meet this guy and I want him to be my friend, but,
He is not your friend.
You're my friend?
I am your friend.
Thanks for being a friend.
You're welcome.
I'm here hosting this TV show, and
Why are you doing that?
it's vanity.
You should be sitting outside.
I can see the two of you talking here, right? See this.
Sorry, this is Claywoman.
Hey, Brett.
She's 500 million years old, and
No, you don't look a day over 200 million.
It's so kind of you.
Oh, no, you're very beautiful.
I'm going to sit down.
Oh, okay. Please do.
All right.
do you need a chair?
I'm going to go over to the other side.
Are you sure?
Well, Claywoman, this is Brett Gelman. Feel free to keep walking. He's a comedian. He's sort of a modern day clown, and I'd mean that in the nicest way.
No, of course. Look, hey, clowning is an art.
Right?
The art of clowning, yes, of course.
A lot of people don't appreciate clown art. However, my apartment is riddled with it, so if you do appreciate it, please call the show and we'll take your phone number off the air and set up a gallery showing.
Like John Wayne Gacy.
No, not like John Wayne Gacy.
Oh.
Just a guy that appreciates the circus aesthetic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's like a guy who paints, though, another guy who paints clowns.
No, I have a collection.
What do you mean a collection? Of
Old
paintings?
Ringling Brothers posters,
Oh,
little
okay, great.
figurines.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, great. I thought it was becoming way darker than that. Hi. How are you? Quite a workout, huh?
There's a long distance between the first point and the second point.
Right. Seems long.
It was quite a journey.
Yeah.
I met a few friends along the way. There's a beautiful woman.
From here to there?
Yeah. She moves quite fast. She's not visible to you.
Oh. Right.
I am. I know that there was some confusion. I realized earlier that you and Brett, that you are Brett.
I am Brett, yes. This is John. I'm
And
Brett.
John Gentle.
John
He knows who
Gentle.
I
Which is
am.
the great John Gentle. Don't be so sad. You have a great name.
Thank you.
Gentle.
Most people say my name implies that I'm a sissy. Which, how could that be?
No. I
I'm born
agree.
with the name.
I agree with Claywoman. Gentility is a very admirable trait.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And,
Gentile.
Yes.
I wish I was more gentle.
Well, you can be. You're with two of the most gentle people in the universe.
Thank you.
Yeah, you seem quite gentle to me.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I can be gentle. Sometimes I can be a little rough. When I'm around gentle people, I feel very gentle.
Hey, Brett, I don't want to put you on the spot, but
Yeah.
what's a question? What's like one of the burning questions that you've had about life or existence?
I guess. What? Why?
I don't know.
Well, we've got an
No,
expert on
okay,
existence.
so, well,
Unless you're asking a general
No.
existential
oh,
why.
to ask Claywoman.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought, yeah, I was wanted me to ask you. What do you think's the point of it all? If we're here and then we go, why are we here in the first place?
Well, you know, I don't. People really get upset when I tell them this. There
Yeah.
really isn't one. But the thing is, you know, that you're here for such a short amount of time that you might as well experience it without putting too much emphasis on whether there's any meaning to it at all. Because,
Oh, God,
Yeah.
I really, stop.
all right.
It's bumming me out.
I know, I'm sorry. I feel very
I'm sorry. I
bad.
thought I wouldn't have asked the question
No,
if I
no,
thought
I'm
it was
sorry.
going to be that much of a bummer. I thought you were going to tell me something really
Well,
profound.
it is, you know,
It's just the normal existential.
no, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I mean, I'm not going
being
to lie.
honest.
I don't want to be, you know, I'm not.
No,
some-
no, I don't want you to lie. I appreciate it. All right,
see, I
I'm going
don't-
to
that's why
go.
I
I
don't
should
like to
go.
answer that
Should I
question.
go?
Well, before you go in a bad mood, why don't you check out our band tonight? You can see them at Rippers in Rockaway Beach. Their EP, Eyeball Under, will have a vinyl release show on September 20th at Secret Project Robot. You can catch them on tour September 22nd through October 7th. Here is Weeping Icon. That was far out. Not used to seeing that sort of thing at Folk City, I'll tell you that much. But you can check them out, Rippers in Rockaway Beach, Secret Project Robot, on October 13th at Alphaville and October 28th at the Music Hall of Williamsburg with Proto-Martyr and Flasher. What do you think about that, Claywoman? Oh, sorry. So we've got a lot more show for you, and oh, Arthur's back.
This is John.
The John Gentle!
Hey, no one's ever said that before.
Yes, you're quite famous in my community, the mental asylum community.
Huh?
I'm Dr. Aldine Ravensrath. I run the Mindberry Institute for correcting minds.
Dr. Ravensrath?
That's correct.
Nice to meet you.
Very, very nice to meet you. You know, everyone in the asylum community is competing to have the sickest, most damaged minds, each trying to create their own kind of Arkham Asylum. That's how you get funding. We all want you, John. You gotta come to my institute. When Arthur told me, he showed me the books, he showed me the poems. This stuff, I gotta say, when I read it, the mind that would create this.
As a creative genius.
Well, a total psychopath in full flower.
Right.
A spring waiting to go boingo, you know? I wanna have you. It's a great place, quiet. You can talk to the other patients. You can talk to the doctors. We get you up against the wall. We spray you with ice cold water from hoses. We put clamps on your ears. I get up in your face. I hoot and holler. We see if it cures you. You know. We want to find out.
Arthur? Where'd you meet him again?
Oh, college. We're old fraternity brothers.
Yeah, we went to college
You want to
together.
sing the song?
Well, maybe.
Before you sing anything,
An old friend.
but do you know a lot about his medical? I think he's a quack.
Oh, no, John, the only quacks at my institution are coming from the beautiful 5,000-gallon duck pond. We got both kind of ducks, boys and girls. And if you're a class 9 or above patient, which means you're one of the patients that doesn't want to make love to the ducks, you can go out there every day. You know, no one's ever been cured at my facility, but a guy came in with a tail, and goddamn if we didn't cut it off him. And John, I'll feed it to you if it'll help.
John, cut the crap. All right, the doctor came all the way here from where you're living these days.
Yeah, where I'm living these days at the
to help you.
Mindberry Institute.
John, I've known you for decades it feels like at this point. And in all the time I've learned you, it's like you've never learned a single lesson.
I've learned plenty of lessons. Well, maybe I don't know the meaning of the word no. And maybe I don't fundamentally understand the meaning of the word no. But I don't think I belong in a rubber room, okay? I don't think I'm a
John, there's no rubber rooms at the Institute. We've got hanging bird cages, hundreds of them, in a giant old aircraft hangar.
It does seem...
People think we can't spray the ice-cold water up there. We can. The hoses we have are so powerful.
Look, it sounds very poetic and beautiful, but I honestly don't think I'm the right candidate for that.
John, I don't think you get to choose whether you go to...
So just
get put in with the nuts.
Tune in next week. We got music from Larkin Grimm and
come with me, John.
Comedian Annie Donnelly will be here. She's very funny, I'm told.
Yeah, she's on the list.
You're coming, John. John, just let him take you. It's okay, John.
I think I need it.
John, we'll send your personal effects.
I don't want to go to this bird cage.
I'm sorry, John. It's for your own good.
John, it's going to be fine.
I'm scared.
No, John.
I'm scared.
Now, John, don't make me kiss you on the mouth.
Just do what the doctor says, John.
Claywoman.
John, it's me that they want.
Claywoman! This is a real treasure.
Whoa!
I have searched for this celestial being across states, worlds, galaxies, nebulae. Oh, God, this is beautiful, and finally she's mine.
Well, no, she's not yours. You could actually take me instead. I will go in place of Claywoman.
No, John, it's me that they want.
Well, I think you just said I was one of the most important people you've ever met.
John, I'm not the director of a psychiatric institute. I work for a paragovernmental organization. My name is Carl Arf.
Why'd you pick Raven's Wrath? Fair.
But now this is useful. This is something we can, oh my God, a 500 million year old woman. Imagine the kind of power, the things we could do with that knowledge. We could make trees grow underwater, John.
You can't take her. Because I've never had anybody in my life that likes me. Never had anybody that loves me.
It's all right, John. I'm doing this to protect you.
You don't need to protect me. I'm worthless.
You're stronger. You're stronger than you think, John.
Let go of my mom!
John?
Let go of my mom!
You psychopath! You really are a freak, man. They really should lock you up. Jesus! Do you know how many people's necks I've snapped to capture that woman?
Oh, Dean.
She's a good woman. She doesn't belong in a bird cage.
Well, I hope all this information doesn't hinder my standing in the academic community.
Oh, don't worry. My bar has been lowered exponentially over the years.
Well, if it doesn't make a difference, I will go with you to that mental hospital.
No, there is no mental hospital, you freaking coconut. Here, you can have these.
Right. These antidepressants?
No, they're Magic Tiger boner pills, man. They make you last an hour.
Take them, yeah.
I got my own life to sort out. Luckily, I got a hot tip that they found the most weirdest alien of them all in the White House.
Well, I wish you luck. Just, if you run into Claywoman, be kind to her.
I'm gonna put her in a cage, man. I'm gonna juice her. I'm gonna bring her like a sponge.
Aldine will get you to Nag's Head one of these.
Hey, now that would be fun.
Wouldn't it be? We'll talk to
Hey,
you later.
those boys in the green and white.
John, it pains me to say, but I think I owe you an apology.
I think you do.
You needed more traditional help.
But I'm all better now. So
That's not true.
I think it is.
Nah, that's
If
not
we've learned a
true at all.
lesson tonight, it's that I'm all better now.
No, you're very sick. You had visions. You know what?
You saw her.
You know what?
You saw her.
You know what?
You saw her. You saw her. You saw her, right?
I guess I did too.
It's okay.
But
Best friends.
nah, well, let's get you back under that Wall Street bull, buddy. All right?
I do need a fix, and you need a fix of good music. Once again, you can see him at all those places. Alphaville, Music Hall, Rippers. Please give it up one more time for Weeping Icon.
Are you God's only child?